Now at 10, a massive explosion in Lebanon, killing dozens at last count and injuring thousands.
Plus, a judge in East Idaho ruling to move forward in the alleged murder of Idaho siblings J.J. Vallow and Tylee Ryan. Details from Chad Daybell's court hearing today.
Plus, protests at school districts across the Wasatch Front today, all demanding what they think is the safest option for opening schools.
Live from Utah's first TV station, ABC4 News at 10 starts now.
Good evening and thanks for choosing ABC4 News at 10. I'm Glenn Mills.
And I'm Emily Flores. Today, 7 more Utahns have died from COVID-19, making Utah's death toll 321 people.
378 more people have tested positive, making the rolling 7-day average for positive tests now 428 per day. Tonight, we're taking a look into academics amid the pandemic. Many teachers and parents protesting outside district offices across the state of Utah today. We begin with ABC4's Brittany Johnson. She was at the protest for the Granite School District. She's now live in studio. So, Brittany, what are teachers there asking for?
Well, Glenn, teachers want students to be on alternating school schedules where they go in for physical classroom learning every other day. They say that will help limit the spread of COVID-19. So teachers voiced their concerns outside of tonight's school board meeting. These Granite School District teachers want the school board to rethink reopening when school starts in the fall.
We just love our students, and we know the importance of them coming back face-to-face learning. We just want to do it in a safe way.
Stephanie Gonzalez is among the many teachers who say classrooms are overcrowded. And if they're going back to physical teaching during the COVID-19 pandemic, educators want the school board to implement a schedule where students attend physical classrooms on alternating days. Saying half the students is half the risk, meaning having half the students in a classroom at once will help slow the spread of COVID-19.
I understand as a parent that is not the easiest of schedules, because that means shuffling kids. That means shuffling my own kids so I can go to school and I can teach.
We've actually produced some videos that are on our website that show how in some of our smallest classroom spaces you can still fit up to 30 desks and have those students be 6 feet apart and still provide a natural 8 to 10 foot space for the teacher.
Parents will have 2 options: send their children for in-person learning or online instruction. Ben Horsley says this will reduce overall class sizes and also allow for social distancing.
I get it. Like, there's no right answer to this, and there's no silver bullet, and there's whatever decision's made, there's going to be sacrifices that are inherent in those decisions. But I do feel like there are better ways to balance and mitigate.
Now, parents, if you have questions about what your child's school year will look like during the pandemic, meaning how Granite schools are going to be handling recess, lunchtime, and other activities, go to our website, abc4.com, to be linked up with that information. Emily, back to you.
All right, Brittany, thank you. Well, teachers in Canyon School District also joining in protest today. Many dressed in red T-shirts, as you see here, carrying signs at the district administration building in Sandy. Some signs read, quote, "I want to teach, but I need to be safe for my family and yours." Teachers there saying a mask requirement in schools is not enough. Canyon School District pushing their start date back by 1 week, so classes will start on August 24th. And parents on both sides of Davis School District's decision to reopen took to this evening's board meeting. One side wants to fully reopen. The other is happy with the hybrid solution. ABC4 News' Jason Wynn shows us why teachers there say the district made the best decision for everyone's safety.
Backed along State Street in Farmington from 100 East to Main Street was a group of parents and students who say they want a 5-day school week.
5 days a week. 5 days a week. I would ask that when decisions like that are made on this level, that we have representation and a voice from all. Ultimately, we're here to say we want a voice.
Kelly Pitcher leads the group of protesters. She says the district's decision for the hybrid reopening wasn't transparent.
What I'm concerned about is the decision doesn't reflect a board of doctors, a board of mental health specialists. It doesn't have any students, which is our primary concern here.
District officials say they continuously listen to the community's input and are taking recommendations on COVID-19 from the health department. The biggest one, allowing students to have enough physical distance between each other within classrooms.
So without being able to do that physical distancing, we can't mitigate part of the problem. When going with the hybrid option, that's half the students in the school and in a classroom at any given time, about half the students, and that allows us to at least offer some of that physical distancing.
Teachers say the district is transparent, and they're very thankful.
I am very proud to be a teacher in Davis School District. I feel like they are putting the health and safety of teachers and students first, and I'm proud that they care about us.
Regardless of the side of the aisle you're on, everyone involved says the conversation surrounding COVID-19 in schools will continue for the entire school year. In Farmington, I'm Jason Wynn, ABC4 News.
Because of the coronavirus, more and more parents are choosing to keep their kids home this year, but that decision could come with a cost. Some parents are choosing to stick with their school district and stay home. That means the curriculum will be free, but you may need extra supplies and maybe even new electronic devices. Other parents are choosing an online academy, which may come with tuition costs like any private school. But parents say the opportunity to adapt school to their kid is worth the price.
Libraries, like I don't have a full library at home. In some ways it is a little bit expensive, but partly that's because of my choice to try and customize and build a curriculum for my daughter's needs.
Parents are using services like Scholastic and Teachers Pay Teachers, online curriculum resources that are sometimes free, sometimes pay per item. You can find those links and more homeschool help on our website, abc4.com.
Well, tonight marking the third night of protests in Cottonwood Heights after a violent clash with demonstrators on Sunday. ABC4's Nick McGurk telling us many in the community are calling for accountability and reform.
Tonight we're learning that there's going to be an internal use of force investigation within the Cottonwood Heights City Police Department. But the people on the street tonight and those chiming in at the city council meeting say they want much more. A muggy August night like this would send most people to the nearest air conditioner.
I can't get it out of my head.
But not Anna McNamer, blanketed by the sun on this Tuesday night and consumed, she says, by what happened on these Cottonwood Heights streets 2 days ago.
After the cops beat the crud out of your neighbors, you devote your time.
Sunday, she says, was a peaceful demonstration.
They had like pinwheels and Kool-Aid for kids and fun dancing music.
But video shows the escalation.
All of a sudden there was tons of pepper spray in the air. People were getting their faces bashed in. People were being tased.
I do not feel safe.
Concerns also voiced during a digital-only city council meeting tonight. Some expressing support, but so many others calling for reform and police accountability.
We're just trying to be peaceful. We're just trying to get our name out there, his name out there.
His name, Zane James, shot in 2018 by Cottonwood Heights police when investigators say he fled from police after robbing 2 stores.
Guilty or not, he does not deserve to be shot in the back as he's running away.
Tonight, Sam George stood here too, in a much smaller cluster, as someone who she says supports the police.
If you lose somebody that you care about, then of course, like, you're going to grieve that, and you know, those people need empathy. They need people to show them empathy, and I'm not here to take away from their message, but my message is the same. If my kids call, I want someone to show up. If I call, I want them to show up.
Now, on that digital city council meeting we were listening to tonight, there were a lot of folks who were in support of police, but so many more, dozens at least, who want real reform. This was a meeting online that stretched for hours of public comment. In Cottonwood Heights tonight, I'm Nick McGurk, ABC4 News.
Time now for a first look at the weather forecast, and we managed to cool down just a teensy little bit today.
Just a little bit. Chief Meteorologist Alana Brophy in the Weather Center with the first look at the forecast. Alana.
That's progress, guys. We'll take it. We had that cool front move through, and it impacted northern Utah today. Also impacting, well, the entire state is that wildfire smoke. You can see it here from that hazy sunset from North Salt Lake. We've seen that smoke hanging around for the last 24 hours, and it's not going anywhere. It has impacted air quality. Thicker smoke in southern Utah Utah, as well as the eastern side of the state. We're pulling it from that California apple fire. It's moving up with our southerly winds, and tonight we do have increased particulate matter in a few northern Utah counties still. That includes Davis County, Tooele County, Duchesne County, and Carbon County. Now, we have seen improvement as we've headed into the overnight in other northern Utah locations, and down south we still have ozone issues in Washington County. But we know that smoke is out there. Our high temperatures today, a little closer to average in the mid-90s along the Wasatch Front. You can see where that front stalled out because behind it we saw those cooler conditions, but triple digits still to the south of it. Now, as we head into tomorrow, temperatures right now in the 70s and 80s, so still pleasant, but we do have an elevated fire risk for this portion of the state. And this is not the only area where fire concerns are going to peak. I'm going to show you why coming up in my full forecast in just a few moments. Glenn, Emily, over to you.
All right, thank you, Alana. At least 78 people are dead, that's the latest count, and thousands injured in the capital city of Lebanon tonight after a massive fire and explosion near the port in Beirut. Have you seen this video? Look at that. The director of the General Security Directorate says the blast seems to be the result of confiscated explosives detonating. The video just astounding, from people watching the plumes of smoke from a fire just as that explosion goes off, sending shock waves across the city. The explosion even registered as a 3.3 earthquake and was felt hundreds of miles away in Cyprus. Tonight, emergency rooms are flooded in Beirut as doctors and nurses tend to the many wounded people affected by this blast.
New developments in the alleged murder case of Idaho siblings J.J. Vallow and Tylee Ryan. A judge ruling late this afternoon that Chad Daybell's case will move forward to district court. Daybell faces a total of 4 felony counts related to the destruction, alteration, or concealment of J.J. and Tylee's bodies, who are the children of his new wife, Lori Vallow Daybell. Prosecutors spent the last 2 days convincing the judge that Daybell likely committed the crimes he's been accused of. Meanwhile, Daybell's defense attorney had the opportunity to cross-examine some of the witnesses.
Did you have a meeting with Mr. Wood prior to testifying today?
Yes.
Did he tell you what to say on the stand?
No.
Did he coach you in any way?
No.
Did he ask you to testify in a certain manner or wear a certain amount of clothes a certain way?
No.
All right, well, the judge ultimately ruled that there was enough probable cause for Daybell's case to move forward to district court. His arraignment is scheduled for August 21st. If Daybell pleads not guilty, the case will go before a jury.
Coming up, a veteran and sheriff's deputy shares his explosive experiences on the bomb squad in Utah County. That's tonight's Behind the Badge report.
Plus, there's that live look outside our beautiful capital in our capital city tonight, but we've got some wildfire smoke that's pretty persistent, impacting air, and the triple digits, they may not have gotten enough. I'll explain coming up in Utah's most accurate forecast.